Imagine this. You wake up each morning with no more aching legs, no more sudden nighttime cramps, and every step you take feels steady and confident just like when you were 20. Sounds amazing, right? But it's entirely possible if you understand the essential role of vitamins and minerals in maintaining strength, flexibility, and balance, especially as you age. Over my 20 years working in health and nutrition, I've noticed a troubling pattern. Most people, even in developed countries like the United States, underestimate the importance of getting enough daily vitamins. Many only start paying attention when the body starts speaking up through signs like fatigue, numbness, soreness, or frequent cramps. By then, internal damage has often already started building up. According to the World Health Organization, over 2 billion people worldwide are deficient in at least one key micronutrient. That's a staggering number. In the US alone, deficiencies in vitamin D, B12, magnesium, and potassium are rising rapidly among older adults. This can lead to a long list of problems: muscle weakness, brittle bones, higher fall risk, osteoporosis, and reduced ability to move independently. So what's the solution? It's not waiting for illness to strike and then reacting. It's starting today by caring for your legs and your overall health through proper nutrition. In this video, I'll walk you through the 7 most important vitamins and minerals that help keep your legs strong, prevent cramps, and support confident movement. These are especially valuable for anyone entering middle age or their senior years. If long-term health and staying active matter to you, don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join me every week as we explore practical health knowledge together. 1. Vitamin D, the foundation for strong muscles and bones. Think of your body like a house. If the frame isn't sturdy, no matter how polished it looks on the outside, the entire structure is at risk of collapsing. In that framework, vitamin D acts like the cement that holds everything together. It's the unseen builder keeping things stable not just in your bones, but also in your muscles, nervous system, and immune function. Unfortunately, millions of Americans live with vitamin D deficiency without even knowing it until the warning signs show up. These signs may include dull muscle aches, unexplained weakness, or sudden nighttime cramps. If the deficiency continues, you could be facing more serious health risks than you realize. Why vitamin D is so important. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, the key mineral for building and maintaining strong bones. It also activates the immune system, supports nerve and muscle communication, reduces inflammation, and helps you maintain balance, a critical function for older adults. What happens when you're severely deficient in vitamin D? Aching bones and joints, especially in the hips, lower back, or knees. Muscle weakness, even without intense physical activity. Ongoing fatigue, as if your energy is always drained. Muscle cramps or light tremors, especially in the calves and hands. Increased risk of falling, slower reaction time when off balance. Mild depression or anxiety due to impaired neurotransmitter function. Slower wound healing or even pressure ulcers in older adults. Long-term health risks of vitamin D deficiency. Osteoporosis and fractures. Even a minor stumble can lead to a broken hip or femur, especially in postmenopausal women. Rickets in children or soft, deformed bones in adults, a condition called osteomalacia. Higher risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, autoimmune disorders, and even certain types of cancer. How to boost your vitamin D levels effectively. Sunlight is the #1 natural source. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes of gentle morning or late afternoon sun exposure each day. Eat foods rich in vitamin D like salmon, mackerel, egg yolks, mushrooms, and fortified dairy products. Consider supplements. Most adults over 50 need 800 to 1,000 IU per day. You may need more if you're at risk for deficiency. Get a blood test to be sure. Don't wait until you struggle to rise from a chair to start thinking about vitamin D. Care for your bones and legs starting today so you can live actively, confidently, and independently every day. If you found this helpful, Join me in the next part as we explore 6 other essential nutrients for strong, healthy legs. 2. Calcium, the building blocks for a strong skeleton. When we think about strong bones, most people immediately think of calcium, and for good reason. Calcium is the core building material for your body's entire skeletal structure. But calcium's role goes beyond just bone formation. It's also involved in essential life functions like muscle contraction, nerve signaling, blood clotting, and even regulating your heartbeat. Surprising, isn't it? However, despite understanding its importance, millions of Americans, especially those over 50, still don't get enough calcium each day. This deficiency is becoming more common due to changes in diet, restrictive eating habits, or reduced absorption as we age. Warning signs of serious calcium deficiency may include frequent cramps, especially at night or when moving, stiff or painful muscles, particularly in the calves, thighs, and arms, hand tremors or tingling in the fingers and toes, brittle nails that break easily, and dry, rough hair, mild heart rhythm disturbances or irregular palpitations, unexplained fatigue, sometimes with restlessness or trouble sleeping. What can happen when calcium deficiency goes untreated? Osteoporosis, especially in postmenopausal women, causes bones to become fragile and easy to fracture. Fractures of the hip, femur, or wrist, which can seriously limit mobility and independence. Osteopenia, an early stage of bone loss where bone density is low but not yet critical, and can progress rapidly if missed. Heart rhythm disorders and seizures, because calcium helps transmit electrical signals between heart and nerve cells. Hypocalcemia, a serious medical condition that can cause seizures, confusion, and even coma if left untreated. So how can you get calcium the right way? Calcium-rich foods should be a regular part of your daily meals. These include milk, yogurt, cheese, sardines with bones, kale, bok choy, tofu, almonds, and fortified plant-based milks. Physical activity, especially weight-bearing exercises like walking, stair climbing, or light jogging, helps move calcium into your bones and keeps bone density stable. Supplements may be necessary for people who are vegan, lactose intolerant, or have absorption issues. But remember, combine calcium with vitamin D to maximize absorption. A crucial note: taking too much calcium, especially from supplements, can lead to kidney stones or calcium buildup in blood vessels. So always check with your doctor about the right dosage before taking long-term supplements. A flexible, resilient body begins with strong bones. And strong bones start with the right amount of calcium each day. Don't wait until your legs feel like jelly before thinking about a glass of milk. Start adding calcium to your routine today to protect your independence and strength with every step you take. 3. Vitamin B12, the wiring behind the nerve muscle system. If your muscles are the engine, then your nervous system is the wiring that sends commands to make it run. Vitamin B12 acts like the vital current that keeps the whole system operating smoothly. Unfortunately, vitamin B12 is one of the most commonly deficient nutrients, especially in people over 50, when digestive absorption naturally declines. Vitamin B12 is responsible for supporting red blood cell production, maintaining the protective myelin sheath around your nerves, and transmitting signals between the brain, spinal cord, and limbs. When you're low on vitamin B12, your nervous system starts to misfire, and you'll often feel it most clearly in your legs and feet. Common signs of vitamin B12 deficiency: tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, like pins and needles or crawling ants. Dizziness or balance issues, especially when standing up suddenly. Tremors or muscle weakness, especially after extended movement. Persistent fatigue even with enough rest. Difficulty concentrating, forgetfulness, or poor memory. Pale skin and rapid heartbeat due to reduced red blood cell production. If left untreated, severe B12 deficiency may lead to macrocytic anemia, a condition where oversized red blood cells can't carry enough oxygen, causing chronic fatigue and weakness. peripheral nerve damage resulting in loss of sensation, poor reflexes, or even inability to walk independently. Movement and coordination problems increasing fall risk among older adults. Optic nerve damage leading to blurred vision or vision loss. Dementia-like symptoms which can be mistaken for Alzheimer's if not diagnosed early. Depression and mild psychiatric disorders because B12 affects brain chemicals like serotonin and dopamine. How to safely replenish vitamin B12. The best natural sources are animal-based foods such as beef, liver, clams, eggs, salmon, tuna, dairy milk, and other dairy products. Vegans and people with digestive issues like gastritis or low stomach acid should consider B12 supplements or periodic B12 injections, especially in forms like methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin. Fortified cereals and plant-based milks with added B12 are excellent options for those on special diets. Routine blood tests can help monitor your B12 levels, especially if you experience neurological symptoms or signs of anemia. Remember, a lack of vitamin B12 doesn't just weaken your legs, it can impact your brain, mood, and overall quality of life. Getting the right amount, the right way, starting now, is a simple yet powerful step towards staying sharp, steady, and energized every single day. For magnesium, the mineral that helps prevent muscle cramps. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a cramp so painful it made you sit up, clutch your calf, and groan softly in discomfort? If so, your body may be quietly signaling a magnesium deficiency, a condition that affects millions of Americans, often without their knowledge. Magnesium acts like a silent conductor, helping your muscles contract and relax smoothly, keeping your nervous system running well, and maintaining a steady heartbeat. Though it doesn't get as much attention as calcium or vitamin D, magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including how we move, sleep, recover, and feel energy each day. Common signs of magnesium deficiency: muscle cramps, especially in the calves or feet during the night, twitching in the hands, eyelids, or other muscles, persistent fatigue even with adequate rest, difficulty falling or staying asleep without a clear reason, increased anxiety, tension, or irritability, light dizziness, headaches, or a sense of imbalance, irregular heartbeat or mild palpitations. Long-term magnesium deficiency may lead to restless leg syndrome, a strong urge to move your legs, especially at night, high blood pressure and cardiovascular risk, as magnesium helps regulate heart rhythm and blood vessel function. Silent bone loss, because magnesium helps transport calcium to the right places in the bones. Without it, calcium may deposit in soft tissues instead. Type 2 diabetes, since magnesium plays a role in insulin regulation and glucose metabolism. Chronic migraines, many people with frequent headaches have low magnesium levels. Muscle tightness, spasms, or in more severe cases, central nervous system disorders like confusion and long-term anxiety. How to effectively boost magnesium levels. Magnesium-rich foods include pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, spinach, avocado, whole grains, bananas, and tofu. Adults should aim for about 310 to 420 milligrams of magnesium per day, depending on age and gender. If you struggle to meet that through food, consider supplements like magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate. Both are well absorbed and gentle on the digestive system. Healthy habits to support magnesium levels include managing stress, avoiding excess caffeine and alcohol, and maintaining consistent sleep routines. Magnesium is the quiet hero of your legs. It helps you sleep better, move more freely, avoid cramps, and feel good throughout the day. Don't let small spasms become big warnings. Start replenishing your magnesium today to keep your body and mind in strong, steady balance. 5. Potassium, balancing electrolytes and preventing muscle cramps. Have you ever gotten out of bed in the morning, taken just a few steps, and suddenly been stopped by a painful cramp in your calf? If this happens often, Your body might be running low on potassium, an essential mineral that often gets overlooked. Potassium isn't just an electrolyte for athletes. It's a key player in neuromuscular function, helping electrical signals flow smoothly from your brain through your nerves and into your muscles. When your potassium levels drop, your body can literally fall out of rhythm. Common signs of potassium deficiency: muscle cramps, especially in the legs, thighs, or feet; tremors or muscle weakness even after light activity; irregular heartbeat, palpitations, or the feeling that your heart skipped a beat; mild high blood pressure or unexplained feelings of nervousness; tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, along with long-lasting fatigue; digestive issues like bloating, constipation, or slow gut movement due to weakened smooth muscle activity. If potassium deficiency becomes severe and prolonged, it may lead to hypokalemia, a serious condition that can trigger heart rhythm disturbances, total body fatigue, or even mild paralysis; dangerous arrhythmias or fainting spells, especially when combined with dehydration or uncontrolled use of diuretics; severe muscle weakness that makes walking, climbing stairs, or even standing up from a chair feel difficult; chronic kidney strain, as the kidneys overwork to manage potassium and sodium levels; increased risk of stroke or sudden cardiac arrest, particularly in older adults or those with heart conditions. How to safely and effectively increase potassium. Potassium-rich foods should be part of your regular meals. Great sources include bananas, sweet potatoes, potatoes with skin, avocados, oranges, and coconut water. Other excellent options include beans like black beans, white beans, and chickpeas, spinach, and tomatoes. The recommended daily potassium intake is 2,600 milligrams for adult women, 3,400 milligrams for adult men. If you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or take diuretics, monitor your potassium levels closely to avoid sudden spikes or drops. Potassium supplements should only be taken under medical supervision, as too much can cause dangerous heart rhythm problems. A potassium-rich diet doesn't just help prevent cramps and stabilize muscle function. It also keeps your heart beating regularly and your blood pressure within a healthy range. So start with your daily meals, because lasting health always begins with simple, consistent choices. 6. Vitamin K, guiding calcium to the right place. When it comes to bone health, most people think only of calcium and vitamin D. But in reality, without enough vitamin K, calcium doesn't get delivered properly into the bones. Instead, it can build up in the wrong places like blood vessels or soft tissue, leading to serious health risks. To put it simply, vitamin K acts like a traffic director, helping calcium go where it's needed most: your bones and joints. Vitamin K comes in two main forms. K1 is found mostly in leafy green vegetables. K2 is found in fermented foods and certain animal-based products. Both are essential for maintaining healthy bones, proper blood clotting, and cardiovascular health, especially in middle-aged and older adults. Common signs of vitamin K deficiency: easy bruising even from light bumps or touches, frequent nosebleeds, bleeding gums, or slow blood clotting from small cuts, heavy or prolonged menstrual periods in women, joint pain or stiffness, especially in the knees, hips, or shoulders, loss of flexibility or soreness after long periods of sitting or inactivity. If vitamin K deficiency persists, it can lead to osteoporosis and higher risk of fractures because calcium isn't being properly absorbed into bone. Arterial calcification, when calcium builds up in blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. Joint inflammation or degeneration, especially in weight-bearing joints like knees and hips, limiting mobility. Blood clotting disorders, which can become dangerous when combined with blood thinners like warfarin. Cognitive decline and memory issues, according to emerging research on vitamin K's role in brain health in older adults. How to boost vitamin K effectively. Top sources of vitamin K1 include spinach, kale, collard greens, Brussels sprouts, and parsley. Natural sources of vitamin K2 include natto-fermented soybeans, egg yolks, organ meats, and aged cheeses like Gouda and Edam. Pair vitamin K-rich foods with healthy fats such as olive oil or avocado to improve absorption, since vitamin K is fat-soluble. Supplements may be helpful for those with digestive issues or poor nutrient absorption. However, if you're taking blood-thinning medication, speak with your doctor before adding a vitamin K supplement to avoid drug interactions. Vitamin K is the quiet hero that helps keep your bones strong, your joints mobile, and your blood vessels clean. Don't just take calcium and forget the guide that helps it do its job. Add more leafy greens and fermented foods to your daily meals to build a stronger foundation for lifelong health from the inside out. 7. Vitamin B6 nutrition for muscles, blood, and the nervous system. If you often feel tingling in your hands or feet, find yourself easily irritated, or feel tired for no clear reason, you might be low in vitamin B6 without even realizing it. While it doesn't get as much attention as vitamin C or D, vitamin B6 plays a critical role in keeping your energy up, supporting your nervous system, and protecting your muscles, especially in middle-aged and older adults. Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, is involved in over 100 enzyme reactions in the body. It helps convert protein into energy, supports red blood cell production, synthesizes neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, and keeps nerve function steady. Common signs of vitamin B6 deficiency: tingling or pins and needle sensations in the hands and feet, or temporary numbness. Muscle aches or weakness, especially after light physical activity. Trouble falling or staying asleep, waking up frequently at night. Chronic fatigue, even without much exertion. Difficulty concentrating, forgetfulness, or mental fog. Mood swings, mild depression, or frequent irritability. Dry skin, cracked lips, or inflamed, sore mouth corners. If vitamin B6 deficiency persists, it can lead to peripheral neuropathy causing muscle weakness, balance problems, poor reflexes, and difficulty walking. Microcytic anemia, a condition where the body doesn't produce enough hemoglobin, leading to fatigue, pale skin, and dizziness. Cognitive decline in older adults, which may be mistaken for normal aging. Increased risk of chronic depression and anxiety, since B6 is needed to make neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, which promote calmness and emotional stability. Weakened immune system, making you more prone to infections like colds, sore throats, and viral illnesses. How to get enough vitamin B6 the right way. Good dietary sources of B6 include salmon, tuna, turkey, and lean beef, chickpeas, lentils, potatoes, bananas, and avocados, whole grains, and fortified breakfast cereals. The recommended daily intake is about 1.5 milligrams per day for adult women, about 1.7 milligrams per day for adult men. People who are vegetarian, older adults, or those taking antidepressants, birth control pills, or medications for tuberculosis may need supplements. However, supplements should be used under medical supervision. Note: taking high doses of B6 for a long time can cause nerve damage, so never self-prescribe large amounts without guidance. Vitamin B6 is the secret link that keeps your brain, muscles, and emotions working in harmony. If you want to stay mentally sharp, physically active, and emotionally balanced, don't overlook this small but powerful vitamin in your daily nutrition. After exploring the 7 key vitamins and minerals for healthy legs, you've probably realized something important. Strength, flexibility, and lasting mobility don't come from exercise alone. They're also built from the nutrients you fuel your body with every single day. You don't need dramatic changes. Small, consistent habits repeated daily can lead to big improvements in long-term health. Start with breakfast. Add a banana, some whole grain cereal, or a boiled egg. At lunch, go for dark leafy greens, salmon, or tofu instead of processed foods. And don't forget to stay hydrated and take a light walk in the afternoon. Your body needs these routines to absorb nutrients effectively. The most important thing is consistency. Nutrition isn't a magic fix overnight. But if you stick with healthy habits for a few weeks or a few months, you'll begin to notice real changes. Fewer muscle cramps, more stability in your steps, deeper sleep, a clearer, more energized mind. Remember this, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to start. If today you add one potassium-rich food to your meal, and tomorrow you try kale or a spoonful of pumpkin seeds, you're already moving in the right direction. If you found this information helpful, don't hesitate to share this video with friends or loved ones who might need it. Sometimes, a small reminder can help someone avoid a major setback. And if you'd like to keep walking this health journey with me step by step, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss future guides and nutrition tips. We can't stop time from passing, but we can absolutely choose to live in a healthier, more empowered way. And that journey begins with your next meal. I'll see you in the next video.